Okay, so we covered that. So this is the VI commands, and I think we covered few of those. Let's go ahead and cover more. VI ls.txt, only 3 lines. Okay, delete word, DW, that's a delete word. It deletes one word. Let me go here and do that. Delete word. You know what, we want a bigger file. All these control characters. Okay, right here. So delete word, anywhere I can go, delete word. Okay, so DD means deleting the whole line, DD, and 5DD, we are in command mode. Okay, so it says 5 fewer lines, like that. Okay, so what else was there? These are the very popular ones. And delete to the end of the line. Let's say you are in the middle somewhere, you want to delete to the, some people can do this amazingly fast. $, delete to the end of the line. Okay, then when you are in VI command, let's say you want to run some command outside, you can do just colon exclamation mark ls. So from VI, it runs that command, comes back. So press enter, you're back in VI. So without leaving, you can do some command and come back here. Okay. So really one advanced one. If you want to insert to the insert the output of command, you can do exclamation, exclamation. Where did it get dot? Exclamation, exclamation. I guess it's doing that. Okay, so ls. So whatever was the ls output became inserted here. Okay, that's a advanced command. I don't know whether you'll need it. Probably you won't need it. Okay, so all kind of crazy commands like that is there in VI. I mean, nobody knows all the commands. Okay, just to know the basics, that's good enough. You know, so. Even I don't know whether delete and all, whether you'll use it really, you know. So other one is the X is individual character, delete character, right? Let's see, go back here, let's see, X, I think, yeah, see, X, okay, deletes the individual character. That's what probably you'll use many times. And similarly, you can navigate. Up arrow means the front of the line, and the dollar means the end of the lines. Okay. Navigation. Navigation is up arrow, start of line. Navigation commands. Start of line, dollar means go to end of line. Control F, next page, forward. Control B, I believe, is backward. Previous page. Page meaning 20-25 lines or something. See, Control F, Control B. Okay, it's not that bad. I know it may look like a little bit of Stone Age. It's not that bad. Okay, few commands, good to know. So finally, quit, :Q, escape comes out of the insert mode. See, this is I or A to go to insert mode, escape to bail, come out, escape to come out. Come out meaning come out to command mode again. Okay. Okay. So then you can now and then you can write also. See, let's say you want to write it, save whatever you have done, Once you can just say colon write, it will write update the file, and then you can continue. When you're finally done, colon write q get out. That's it. Okay. Commonly used commands. You saw ls, you saw the cd command, we change the directories, pwd, print working directory, ln, we saw the hard links and symbolic links, cat, you can do cat and multiple files together, okay? Multiple files together. Grep command, okay. So grep command, let's play with the grep command. ls.txt. So we want ls.txt looks like this. Okay. So let's try a few things here. grep.cpp ls.txt. Grep is for searching. Okay. So wherever the cpp is found in line, it's going to show. Grep in, let's see. Well, there's a in there. File for well, this is, what is it showing? This is file contents, right? Yeah. So the ls.txt has this all those lines. So whichever line matches with the matches in is there, then it's right. It's printing it out. Can be some other content too. You know, it need not be file name. Let's see. ls2.txt. Let's see. grep info ls2.txt. That's better. Info there, info there, info there, so on. Right. Okay. Grep, let's go back to ls.txt because just easier. ls.txt became this. I thought it was okay. Let's see. ls.txt. So several of them have x. So let's do grep. There's a x here, and all that, and x here. I want to know only the entries that have x in the front. Grep up arrow x ls.txt. Okay, up arrow means starts with. So you can see all these entries are starting with the x. See. Well, how about ending with x? X dollar. So x followed by end of line. There you go. Right? There are lines. Remember, these are all the lines within this file. Okay? So those are lines. It's doing that. You can also do this. ls pipe to. Remember we covered pipe command, right? ls output, which is going to be list of entries, then directly pipe that to grep command. You can do that too. You get the exactly same output. Okay. You can even do cat multiple files if you want to and grep. So you're not searching one file, you're searching all the file contents. That's very popular when you're working on source code, right? Let's say you're working on a big software, you want to know where the variables are used, which are all the files variables are used. That's a popular way. Okay. You may not want to do that because it doesn't print the file name. See? The glitch here is that when you do this, it will not display the file name because the file names are all here, and cat through pipe it gets just grep cuts everything as through the standard input, right? So let's go ahead and execute it. Okay, those are our directories. That's why it's all upset about it. Okay, so on the other hand, if you do this, instead, if you do this, now file names are going as the arguments to the grep command. Grep command is file name aware this time. Let's see what happens this time. Look at that. In this file, I found this. In this file, I found this. Many times that's what you want, really, right? When you're searching for some string, let's say you have 1,000 source files, right? Let's say you're looking for some word, that's the better way, because you want to know which file particular that word is being used. Okay. So that's a little bit about grep command. There's a grep command has some extensions, regular expressions you can do. So let's see. Let's do few more things. Info or man ls2.text and grep info. You want info or something else. Info or end, let's say ls2.text. What do we mean? We want all the lines with info or the end. Okay? Nothing. Because the grep command cannot handle this. So you should do grep minus e expression or e grep. Even then doesn't work. Is it because of that? Let me try one more thing and maybe, there you go. E grep works. So info there, is there any end? I don't know whether even end is there anywhere. Anyway, at least that expression did work. So exit, for example. Info is too popular, I guess. Info, okay. And see, you can also do some interesting things. See right here, info space. So you can say, I want really the words which has the space after info. Well, you cannot write like this. See, that's a space delimiter. Shell consumes the space. So if you want to put in space, put it inside the double quote. Okay? Now we are forcefully saying info space is the word. Okay? So now if you do that, see, that's the only line that comes. Info, more info space, that info space. Information doesn't come anymore. See? Right? If I just do that, then its information will come, or for this you don't even need double quotes, right? So you have a lot of information words. Extremely powerful command, the grep. And later you will see some combining with some other command, it can become extremely powerful. They can do something like real regular expression. How can you write regular? You can write something like this: 1, 0 to 9. Let me try it. See what happens. What does this mean? Anybody? Any regular expression experts here? 0 to 9, repeating any number of times, right? So repeating any number of times. So let's see. ls. So it's pretty much wherever the numbers are, you know. So if every line, well, this has no numbers. Yeah, exactly. Star means 0 or more times. So instead it should be plus. Plus is 1 or more times. So let's try that. Okay, yeah, that's good. There's a number in every line now. So you can, let's say, how do you say 2 or more times? Well, you can do what, one more, right? So that will be one way of saying 2 or more times. Maybe you should do this in automata theory or something, this course. You guys have done those things in automata theory. Should you have? Or if you haven't taken it, maybe? Automata theory is 3 something, right? 3000? No? 4th? Oh, okay, it comes later. Okay. So, you will come across this type of expressions there, by the way. So now you can see it's to 2 letters or more. See? I know what you guys are thinking. Way too geeky. You're supposed to be geeky. Otherwise, you don't belong here. Okay. So enough of this one. Let's go back here. Grep cut. Cut is for cutting. Okay. So how do you cut? Okay. For cutting, that's the one we use. Anytime it has some delimiters, you can cut. Okay. So here, what is the delimiter? This file. This is a etc password. It used to contain all the user ID password. Now they have moved it to somewhere else, for safety. So I'm going to use another file. I copied, I made up from somewhere, and find the name password. No? Password or text. Okay. So let's see, data files. Did we move it last time or copy it? Move it. By the way, I have created the students directory in my home directory. Okay, you can go there and look at all that. I will keep on adding files there. There'll be some look ahead. See, for example, we haven't covered anything yet. All this, they are ready to be covered. Okay, it's there. I moved the data files too. So here is a password.txt. Okay, so somewhere from the internet I downloaded all these names and made up this file. Okay, so don't worry, those are not your names or anything. I'm not revealing anything. Okay, so here you have the user ID and you have username, user ID, group ID, full name, home directory, and your default shell. If you go to the web and say format as the etc password, you will find it. Okay, the full explanation. Okay, so I'm going to use this to explain the cut property of cut. Let's do the cut command. Cut -c 3 to 5, position 3 to 5. Okay, so if I do that, just cuts by column. Okay, that's what it is, column. Okay, usually that's not very useful unless you have very nicely formatted data, the tabular wise or whatever. So more popular one, more useful one is cut by field. So the first field was the username. I want first field delimiter colon. Are you with me? Remember we saw colon everywhere, right? In that file. You want to see it again? Head password.txt. Just I want to see a few lines. Head, top few lines. There's a command called head. That means there's a command called tail. Right? Bottom 10 lines. Bottom few lines. If you want just few lines, you can even say tail -4. 4 lines. So back to that command, cut field 1, delimiter colon there, and then file name. Questions? Okay, so let's see what happens. Very nicely it prints usernames alone. That's nice. How about we print all the users' names? I believe it's 5. Try it out. fifth, right? So it's just counting the colons, you know, so they're all nicely formatted in the within the data file. So it's really simply cutting. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you go for the sixth one, it will be home directory, and the seventh one is your default login shell. So let's do the seventh one. Okay, that's the command. It's printing what's the default your login shell is. Okay, so that way users can configure which shell they want to use when they log in. There's a command called change shell. I don't know whether they allow here. It's not allowing, I guess. Change shell. This is something else. That's what I thought. But it's not there in every system. Okay. This is the file I made up. You know. So this not that we have it. Yes. Okay, so he's asking a tough question. How to get the user name from the line? So we just now did the head, right? Head is defaulted 10. So head password dot text gives the first 10 lines, right? So now pipe it to tail minus 3. That will give you 7 to 10. Are you with me? Head by default it's 10. If you want to put it 10, that's fine too. Okay, so that gives you lines 7, 8, is that true? 8, 9, 10, I guess. Yeah, 1 to 10. So this is the 10th line, right? 9th line, 8th line, right? So 8 to 10. Now you pipe this to cut. Okay, keep on piping. So get used to piping. It will be in the test.
When you're using the cut thing, can you have it print out multiple fields?
Very good. So let's see. Cut field username and full name. And didn't work because we forgot to put the delimiter. Okay. Again, always think of in plain English. Get the top 10 lines. Within that 10 lines, get the bottom 3 lines. So effectively line number 8, 9, 10. From that lines, cut fields 1 and 5 with a delimiter colon. Very powerful this stuff is. Okay. So let's go back to this one. Let's go back to original command. Cut field 6 delimiter colon. Is that home directory? Then let me do field 7. So let's say I want to know how many people use each shell. Yes? How many people use? So how can we find out the distribution? We want to find out the distribution of this occurring. This type of problem is very common in database. Let's say you're generating a report. After that you have a text dump. Now you want to do some distribution. You're already out of the database. You cannot rely on the database at this point. You have to do some scripting, right? So you want to do some distribution. How can you do? How will you do? Yes? So you can do grep, that's good, because when you know that exactly how many, which are all the different shells, you can do grep and go, then you can do, let's see, go ahead and try that. Bin, K shell and WC minus L. Remember WC, word count, right? You can do that. Ta-da, 801. Okay, let's change to something else. Bash. 1602. What a nice interesting numbers. T shell. Wow. But that requires us to know what shells we are using. Maybe some guy is using some other shell that we didn't know. So also you have to issue several times. Instead of this, we use the sort command. So we go ahead and sort it, right? So that all the same shells kind of appear together. Then we use a command called unique to collapse the lines. If you do that, it simply shows which are all the shells that are used. Interestingly enough, those are the only 3. But we wanted to know the count. Remember distribution? Well, unique is very powerful. You can do unique minus C. One command. That's the job. Get the 7th field from the file, sort them, everything sort, all the things, that way each shell will appear together. So once it appears together, you want to see the sorted output? It's good to do that way, okay? By the way, I can pipe it to more so that you see one page at a time, okay? Don't just fly away. Pipe to more, see? One page at a time. Okay. Okay, finally, we see something different. Okay, so, quit. Okay, so you get the idea, right? See, you can see that all the shells are appearing together. So once sorted, you can do unique minus C. Unique minus help. Let's see whether it shows anything. Yeah, it just gives a short summary of what are all the options you can. Minus C. Prefix lines by the number of occurrences. Okay. That's what exactly it does. For each line, it prefixes with the number of occurrences. So sort pipe to unique C, something will see, and it will be in the test. Not many other courses will tell you, professor will tell you which one will be in the test, right? Because it's such a common one, the pipe and this type of ones we do use heavily, okay? So play with this command some more, and we'll use some more pipe and we'll do some more complicated operations in the next class.